There's a comment I saw in one of the videos been doing regarding programming, coding. The guy was asking, I've learned C++, I know loops, I know variables. Uh, I've tried coming up with a project called for how to build a calculator or a calendar, but I don't know where to start. And I think the guy has done something, has taken time to learn programming and is smart enough to understand that with as much as I'm learning programming, I need to come up with my own projects to sort of test or evaluate what I've learned. But I don't know how to start. I don't know how to begin, and blah blah blah. This is the person is doing everything right. He's done everything right, and that is how you need to learn programming. Learn the concepts, come up with a simple project, try to implement it. But I also understand you can get stuck at that point. Like for example, him who doesn't know where to start with the calendar app or the calculator app. The calculator app is actually more complicated than it sounds. So I don't want to take so much of your time. So I would tell him, I'm assuming he's listening, that yes, you need to, if you have a pen and paper, get your pen and paper, write down what you want to implement for the calendar app. If I was you, I would say, I would first define what is a calendar. In my definition, the definition is very important because with that you'll be able to know I'm dealing with years, I'm dealing with months, I'm dealing with dates in your definition. And from that, you'll be able to, you start now, your brain is doing the work in the background as you're defining. You start thinking of, okay, what should I use here? Should I use simple variables, or will those even work? Maybe I need to use an array. But an array a multi-dimensional array could work, whereby you have an index that holds the year and which references to a particular month, and then maybe points to a particular date. Now you're thinking, and then you start realizing that I need user input because the user needs to come, pick a date and set an event. So how are you getting this user input? If it's C++, you can use things like, of course, I'm assuming you're on the console, the streams, the C in, C out, because if somebody inputs data, they need to be affirmed that, yes, what you've done is successful. Something like that. Later on, if you are more adventurous, I think you're adventurous, you can start saying, why can't I do this on a nice user interface? How can I do this? With C++, you can look at things like the Qt, it's called Qt or Qt, the framework for C++, which allows you to use something, they call it QML, whereby you can define nice interfaces and then using your C++ logic to implement these interfaces. VLC, this video player you people like using, has been done using the Qt framework in C++. Go check it out. Asanteni sana.